off, I am by no means a vocal expert. I am not a vocal I am not trained in vocal pedagogy. Hi guys, my name is Bri and welcome to my channel. I promised I would film this video, which if you read the title is all about tips for vocal health. So I'm gonna start this off. I am by no means a vocal expert. I am not a vocal pedagogy. I am not trained in vocal pedagogy. I'm not a pedagogist. I am not a voice teacher. I am not a professor of anything. I am just a mere simple little actor, musical theater performer, who uses her voice quite often. So I'm going to give my own personal advice on vocal health. Again, don't quote me on any of this. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, and you can make up your own tips because you are your own person, and that's the beauty of America. I'm gonna go through some just different things that I use to keep good vocal health, and if you like them and they work for you, great. If they don't, okay. If you really like what I'm saying, you can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you keep up to date on all of my latest videos. I post about like once a week kind of, or like whenever I feel like it. Let's get started. Some of these things I've posted about or talked about in my other videos, but I'm just gonna go into a little more detail on how to use them or like different tips with them. So let's see, the first thing, which is something I think a lot of people don't have, is a belt box. So basically a belt box is used to quiet your sound so that singers can warm up properly at auditions or wherever you are, so you're not disrupting your neighbors, like things like that. So it's actually a really great tool. I've been trying to use this a lot more because I get very self-conscious when I'm trying to warm up in a holding room and don't want people to hear me. It comes in a little bag like this that says belt box on it. And it looks like this. It kind of looks like a cup that football players use to protect themselves, but it's for your voice. And it does come with a fun little safety strap as well, which I don't use, but you can use it if you want to. What you do is you would put this over your mouth and you could sing or belt at any volume and it's gonna lower your sound. Now, it is not going to cancel out your sound by any means necessary. It's just gonna quiet it. And what I've noticed is that the louder you sing, the more it quiets you down. So if you're doing like simple little humming exercises or something, which I used this for this morning, I had 2 auditions that I went to in the city and used this to warm up. It doesn't really like do anything, so I really didn't even need to use it. But if you actually want to like full out sing your song, like this actually does help to dampen it. Just to kind of like demonstrate what this does, I'm just gonna sing like a normal like random note and then I'm gonna put this over my mouth and you can kind of see the difference. So this is me like singing a note without this, like like that'd be like a whatever normal belty note. But now if I sing the same note with this, I use the exact same volume, but you can clearly see that there is a drastic difference. And even going back and forth, like you can see like it actually does like really work, which is really cool. So if you are interested in getting one of these, I believe the website for it is beltyafaceoff.com. I think it's a good investment for singers, especially like if you get self-conscious like myself when singing in front of people and want to hide your sound. This is a really great thing. A very important part of singing is making sure that you're properly warmed up, because if you're not warmed up, you're gonna hurt yourself and then your voice is gonna hurt and you're not gonna sound good. The other thing I use to warm up is I always usually have like Ricolas before I sing, because the herbs and medicinal like properties in this I think just really like open up my vocal cords and make me feel really good. These ones I have are the like lemon mint, but I personally really like the brown like square ones. The original herb, those are the ones I really like. I think those work better than these like ovally ones, so I would personally recommend those. Keep all the sickness away, because that's a huge big of vocal health too, just keeping yourself healthy, which especially like auditioning in New York is not easy to stay healthy because the air is literal garbage. Step outside and you just instantly like feel gross and pure nastiness is like upon you. But one of the big things I wanted to talk about today was something I mentioned in one of my last videos briefly, and it is my personal steam inhaler. So I got this at like Walgreens. Like you can get any of these at any of your like drugstores. This one I really like because it comes with two like attachments. So this is a nasal attachment, which only goes over your nose and your mouth area, and this is what I use the most. And then this one's like a face steamer, so if you want to like unclog your pores, like you can just like stick your face in this little blender looking thing and you can unclog your pores that way, but I don't really use that. This one does make the water or the steam extremely hot, where like it almost like hurts and burns, so I can't like stick my face in there for like 20 minutes. Like, I gotta go like in and out so I don't burn my face off. But a trick I learned last year was to actually use reusable straws in the inhalers, because one thing I didn't like was that if I had my makeup already done and then I went to use these, the makeup would like melt off because it's hot air and water I'm putting on my face, and then I would get all sweaty and like gross. I just like didn't like it, and I didn't always want to have to steam first and then do my makeup, or it just wasn't possible depending on what I was doing that day, so that was kind of frustrating. But one thing I learned is by using these reusable straws, you can just stick them like right inside the attachment when it's on the base, and then you're just gonna like kind of suck the hot steam into your mouth, so you're not actually getting any steam like on your face or on your pores to make you sweaty. This is also really good because since you're sucking the steam right into your throat, this hot steam is going directly to your vocal cords, whereas when you put your face in an attachment, most of it is really just like going on your skin and isn't necessarily like getting deep into your cords. So I think this actually works a lot better to get the results you're wanting, which is to warm up your vocal cords. Just get yourself a pair of reusable straws, save the sea turtles, and save your vocal cords. Oh, another tip that I think a lot of people don't realize when they're noticing some pain in their vocal cords is why they're actually feeling that pain. A lot of people always think, oh, I don't feel good, let me just like steam and drink some tea and hot liquids. But in reality, like, your voice is hurting for probably one of two reasons. Either you're sick and your cords are underused or need to be warmed up, where in that case the like hot liquids, tea, Ricola, like things like that would help. Or I think the most common problem is that they're being overused, so they're too warm and they need to be cooled down, which is sometimes why you hear your voice cracking, or you're flat, or like just really tired or sharp, whatever. Like, it's because you're just overworking your vocal cords and they're becoming inflamed, which causes them to not produce sound properly. So this is one of the biggest like game changers in my college career, is when I finally figured this out, or actually when my vocal teacher told me this, that I was telling her I was experiencing some fatigue and I like was losing my voice and I didn't really know what to do, and tea wasn't helping, and she's like, well, Brianna, you need to do ice water, your vocal cords are inflamed. And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense, because just like how if you would hurt any other part of your body and you would put an ice pack on there to reduce swelling or inflammation, it's the same thing with your vocal cords. So if you're in a show, you're singing every day, like to where you're getting tired, or you're just using your voice more than you're used to, your vocal cords are probably getting inflamed, and you need to be drinking cold liquids, ice water, anything that's going to reduce that inflammation. But again, if you are losing your voice, you have to really just figure out, is it because I'm getting sick, or is it because I'm overusing my voice and they're just becoming inflamed, and figure out what method you need to use to kind of keep your vocal health strong. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!